Hey guys, so today I wanted to tell you a little bit about how Hey guys, so today I wanted to tell you a little bit about how I got to America, because I've been getting a lot of messages from people asking me, my boyfriend's in America or my girlfriend's in America, can I get to America? I don't know why they got a southern accent all of a sudden. So I thought, hey, I can make a video about it. Little tips, little tricks on how to move to America. Ding! 3, 2, 1. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky, little Einstein. So first of all, I just want to say that I'm not a professional, I'm not an immigration attorney. So if you're serious about moving to America, just do your own research as well. Because I might be saying something wrong. That's just because I'm human, okay? Alright, so how did I get to America? Well, I got to America on a plane. So I got to America on an F1 visa, which is basically a student visa. You can go to university here in America. But there's obviously a bunch of different ways to get to America. You can go by plane, you can go by boat, you can swim here. Depending on where you're from. There's a bunch of different visas. For example, this is a list of all the different visas. Now, I'm not going to be able to tell you about all of them, so I'll just tell you about the ones that I know a little bit about. So first of all, I know that a lot of people move to America on an H-1B visa. Basically, it's just a work visa, a visa that allows you to work in America. You can go to America if you have an employer already, and they have to sponsor your visa and say, hey, we want this person to work at our company. And no American can do this job. So yeah, basically they have to show that no American is able to do that job. That's about the extent that I know of that visa. Now, if you're younger and you're like, hey, I don't have a job offer yet, I want to go to school first. Well, let me tell you, you can do that too. Because I moved here on an F1 visa. F1 visa is basically the most standard student visa, and you can go to school in America. So how did I do that? Well, I basically got accepted into a school in America, and they sent over a form that's called an I-90. Called an I-20. Now, with that form, I was able to make an appointment at the American Embassy in Amsterdam, dang it. And I took all the forms, and I went there, and I said, hey, I want a student visa. And they said, okay. And then I got it. And then I got on a plane, and I went to America. Now, the third way to get to America is if you really love someone, you can get married to that person. I know. And so that's what I did. So basically what you have to do is you have to apply first for what's called an engagement visa. That's the first step of all of this. And with that visa, you can go into America and say, hey, I'm here to get married. And then you can go get married. Now, in order to get that visa, I had to do a lot of paperwork. The main form is, I think, just like 10 pages long. But with that form, you really want to show that your relationship is legitimate. And so I made a package of I think maybe 70 pages of texts, emails, photos all the way back to 2012 saying, hey, we're legitimate. So you sent all of that in, and then they process it. Takes a really long time. It takes a couple of months. And so within that time, I had to move back to the Netherlands because I had nowhere to live. Nowhere to live. Because basically at that time I was living in Canada and my Canadian visa was done for and America didn't want me. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll just move back. And so I moved back to the Netherlands, and I was there for a couple of months, and I think we applied for it in, I think, June or something, and then I had my actual interview in late March of the next year. And then when you have your engagement visa, you can go over to America, tell them, hey, I'm here to get married. And then they're like, nice. And then you have 90 days to get married. That's basically where the 90-day fiancé comes from, in case you're wondering. If you want to get a green card, you need to go through what's called a change of status. So basically what that is, you have to send a bunch of forms again and send that over, and that's for a change of status to get a green card. Now, I'm still in that process. Luckily, you're able to get a work permit in between, because right now it's been like a year, and I think it might take up to like 2 years or so. A fourth way to be able to move to America and get a green card is with the green card lottery. Yes, that is an actual thing. I do know of people who have gotten a green card. Basically, you go onto a website, upload a picture, and click some things, and then you get put in this database. And I think it's like 50,000 people that actually get it from that, but there's probably a couple million that apply for it. Again, don't take my word for it. So that's the fourth way that I know of. Now, obviously, there's a bunch of different ways to get into America. You can become an au pair. You can go here for religious reasons, or like journalistic reasons, or if you work in the entertainment industry and you have like a bunch of talent, you can move on an O1 visa. Basically, there's just a bunch of different ways to get here. I don't know what I wanted to do with this video, but I hope it helped you out. And that's it. I'm sorry it wasn't that entertaining, but I just wanted to make a video for the people, and there have been a lot of people that were asking me how I moved to America and all that stuff. So basically that was it for today's video. I know that probably most of you are like, we don't really care, but I know there's also been a lot of people that were asking me about this specific thing, and so I just wanted to make a video for you. Make sure to like it if you liked it, and comment, and because I really want to know if it helped you, or if you have any more questions, and also subscribe to see more of my videos that are coming up. Alright, bye! Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, because I had absolutely no money whatsoever. 'Cause practically I'm homeless.
Technically, I'm homeless.